Welcome to ABHIRAM IAS Academy. Today in this session we are going to discuss about seating arrangement and puzzles. Okay, so definitely we can expect around some 2 questions from this area, that is seating arrangement and puzzles. See here students, these questions from the area called seating arrangement and puzzles, the efforts should be more from the student point of view. Why? Because we cannot expect what they are going to ask us in the examination. But so before going to these things, we will discuss about 2 statements. A is to the left of B, who is to the right of C. This is one statement. Next one is A is to the left of B and to the right of C. Right of C. Now see here, what is the difference between these 2 statements? We should know the difference between these 2 statements. See here, A is to the left of B. Okay, that means it is very simple. A is to the left of B. A is to the left of B. Who is to the right of C? Now tell me which person we should consider as who here. Here who means B is who. Okay, B is to the right of C. B is to the right of C. Okay, C can be here or C can be here. Anywhere it is possible. It is not immediately just a right of B. Okay, that is the case. Next one, A is to the left of B. A is to the left of B and to the right of C. And means who? And means now it will be related to the first person A. That means the same A is to the right of C. Same A is to the right of C. So we should understand this one. See here students, if the 2 sentences are joined with a preposition, who, then it is related to this second person B. That means here B is to the right of C. And means it is a conjunction. This is directly related to the first person. A is to left of B and A is to the right of C. The meaning of that one is A is to the left of B, who means here B only. B is to the right of C. That is the understanding which we should have while solving the problems. This is the first thing. Next, while writing the data, how you should write the data and how you need to solve is, you should read the question for only once. For once we need to read the question, and after reading the question, while reading the question itself, we should frame the data accordingly. For example, if your notation is A is second to left of B. If there is a statement something like this, A is second to left of B. That means how we will write? B is a fixed person. Now with respect to B, I am placing A. We should understand that A is second to left of B. That means with respect to B, I am writing the position of A. I am writing the position of A. For example, if they say that A and B are neighbors, simply they will, if the word is A and B are something like this, neighbors. A and B are neighbors. Then how we will indicate? That means A and B we will write in this manner and we will indicate in this way. That means A and B can interchange, right? Why only A and B? It can be also be B and A. There is a chance. Like this, while reading the question itself, you should write the data in a detailed manner. And then you need to solve the problem. Okay, now anyway we will solve some examples. So please go through those questions and how we are solving, observe the pattern and try to follow the similar method. Okay, now see here, A, B, C, D and E are sitting on a bench. Okay, not necessarily in that order. A is sitting next to B. How I will write the data? A is sitting next to B. As I already told you, I don't know who is sitting towards which side. AB can be seated or BA can be seated. Next, C is sitting next to D. C is sitting next to D. That means C and D are neighbors. DC or CD. Next, D is not sitting with E. D is not sitting with E. Not together. D and E are should not be together. Next, D is not sitting with E. Who is on the left hand? About who is now in the left hand? E is in the left hand. E is at the left end. Okay, good, superb. Next, end of the bench. C is on the second position from the right. C is second from right. C is second from right. Okay, that is the next data. A is to the right of B and E. Okay, B comma E. To its right side, I have A. A is to the right side of B and E. A and C are sitting together. A comma C, they are sitting together. Okay, in which position B is sitting? That is a question for us. Now total how many are sitting on the bench? Total 5 are sitting on the bench. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So whenever you solve these type of questions, the first thing which you need to do is, if you know any one person's fixed position, start solving from that person. In the question it is very clear that E is in the left end of the bench, right? So left hand is this is. So I will place E first. Next, so this is done. We are done with this one. Okay, mark a circle or whatever you want. Next, C is second from the right. From the right side, C is second. On the right side, C is second. This position was also fixed. Okay. Next, B and E are okay. Now A is in such a manner that A is to the right side of B and E. That means definitely where I can place B and E in these two positions. Already E was there here. So A can be either here or here. Why? Because it depends on this position. Next one. What they are telling, A and C are neighbors. A and C are neighbors. So that means I can put A and C are neighbors, and as well as what they are telling, A and B are also neighbors. Please see these two. A and C are neighbors and A and B are neighbors. For example, if I take A here, is it possible for me to place B? No, it is not possible. So the only chance left for me is this one. Here I can place A and I can place B here. Then A will become neighbor to C and A becomes neighbor to B as well as. And next thing, C and D are neighbors. They mentioned us already in the question. C and D are neighbors. Okay, clear? Now all the 5 persons are seated. Next, in which position B is sitting? B is sitting between A and E. Between E and A. B is sitting between E and A. So whenever you solve the problems, the first and foremost thing is, if you know any person's fixed position, start from that one. First place him and accordingly solve the remaining cases. Okay, read the question for once. You need not to read the question for multiple times. Make sure that you read it for once and note down the data in this manner and then simply arrange them. Okay, next one. A, B, C, D, E and F, not necessary in the order, are sitting at a round table. Okay, total how many persons are there? 6 persons are there. Okay, they are sitting around a round table. Okay, next, A is between D and F. Okay, A is between D and F. That means A will maintain the equidistance of between A and D and F. Okay, so D, F, in between them I have A. In between them I have A, and D and F can be interchanged. D and F can be interchanged. Next, C is opposite to D. C is opposite to D. C is opposite to D, and D and E are not the neighboring chairs. So D and E will not be neighbors. Okay, will not be neighbors. Which one of the following must be sitting on the neighboring chairs? Okay, now see here, fixed one is this one. C and D are opposite, right? In a circular arrangement, there will be no start or no end. Okay, so I will take C here and I will take D here for time being. C and D here and here. Next, between D and F, I have A, right? So, for example, if I take here F, I will have A here. Okay. Next, for example, I will take another pattern from inside D and C. If I think F is here, A will be here, right? These are the chances for me, this chance or this chance. Next, they are telling that D and E are not neighbors. Now, in this outer range, if D and E are not neighbors, means where E will be there? E will be there here. So, now where B will be placed? B will be placed here. Understood? Now, come to inner one. I will have E here and B will be here. Right? These are the chances, either the inner arrangement or the outermost arrangement, both will be satisfied here. Okay, both will be satisfied. Now, neighboring chairs, A and B are neighbors. Are A and B neighbors? In this case, A is here, B is here. Inside also A and B are not neighbors. So that is not correct. C and D are neighbors. Here C and D are neighbors, C and D are neighbors. Yes, they are neighbors in both the cases. B and F, B is here, F is here. They are exactly opposite. A and C are also not neighbors. So the only chance left for us here is B. Option B, C and D are neighbors. Whether you take the inner arrangement or outer arrangement, in both cases C and D are neighbors. Here there is possibility for both the cases, students. This one and this one. Okay, understood? Right, next one. 7 men A, B, C, D, E, F and G are standing in a queue in that order. Okay, see, this is a fixed order, students. In that order, they mentioned that they are standing in the queue in the fixed order. A, B, C, D, E, F and G. They are sitting in the same order. Next, each one wearing a cap of different colors like violet, indigo, blue, green or okay, the cap colors are different. They are not following the pattern which I have given here. Okay, next, D is able to see in front of him green and blue. D in front of him he can see green and blue. That means there is chance for green here, green or blue here. There is chance for green and blue here. And there is chance for green and blue here. Why? Because D is able to see all the three caps. Sorry, two caps, green and blue. Okay, next. But not violet. D is not able to see violet. That means violet can be worn by D or any person after D. That means E, F, G. Okay. E can see violet. Now see here. E can see what? Violet. But D cannot see violet. That means what does it mean? Obviously, D is wearing the violet colored cap. Why? Because E is able to see violet, but D is not able to see violet. That means what? D wears the violet colored cap. Okay, next. E can see violet and yellow. E can also see what? Yellow. That means already D is fixed for violet. So yellow can be here. Okay, yellow can be now. So for A, B, C, green, blue and yellow are fixed. For D, violet is fixed. Next. E can see violet and yellow but not red. E cannot see red. That means from here onwards red can be any one of these three caps. Can be red in color. Next. G can see caps of all colors other than orange. That means G will wear which color cap? Orange color cap. Why? Because he can see all the caps other than orange. If E is wearing an indigo colored. Now E is wearing an indigo colored. So the only color left for F is what? Red color. The only color left for is red color. Now, then the color of the cap worn by F is, F will wear which color cap? Red colored cap. F will wear red color cap. See here, students, we cannot say exactly which colored cap will be worn by A, B and C. It can be blue, green or yellow, any one of these three caps. Okay. Now one more thing what they mentioned is D cannot see violet, but E can see violet. How it is possible? When D wears the violet cap, then only it is possible. Then only it is possible. And the remaining things we have written according to the given question. Okay, next one. And what they are telling? G can see all caps other than orange. That means the one which was worn by green is orange color. And they mentioned E wears indigo. So the only left color for us for F is red. Next one. There are 7 persons up on a ladder A, B, C, D, E, F, G, not in that order. Okay. A is further up than E. Okay. A is further up than E, but is lower than C. A is lower than C. So from the first statement I can write this is my order. Next. B is in the middle. That means in 7 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. What is the middle position? 4. So B is in the middle. That means the 4th position will be occupied by whom? B. B is in the middle. G is between A and B. G is between A and B. Okay. For time being, we will put that aside. G is between A and B. A and B can be interchanged. Okay. Next, E is between B and F. E is between B and F. These two positions also can be interchanged. Next, if F is between E and D, F is between E and D, these two can also be exchanged. Next, the person on the bottom of the ladder will be. Okay. Now please see here, students. Here I have B. Okay. Here I will take B. Two ways I will check. If I assume A is here, where I will have G? I will have G here. If I assume A is here, where I will have G? I will have G here. Two chances are there, right, for me? Two chances. BGA or else BGA towards this direction. Next, that means this one is finished. We are done with this one. Next here, for B on the other side, who I will have? E and F. E and F. Here I will have E and F. This logic is also finished. Next, between E and F, who I should have? D. That means here I should have D or else here I should have D. Here and here I will have D. Okay? Right? But please see here, who is the only person left for me? C. C should be placed above A. C should be placed above A. If I take this one as my correct logic, if I place C here, is it correct? Why? Because C is above A. So this perception is completely wrong. So the only one option is, this is the correct arrangement for us. C, A, G, B, E, F, D is the correct arrangement for us. Now see here. The person on the bottom step of the ladder will be, who will be at the bottom step? Option D. D will be in the bottom. D will be in the bottom. Okay, understood? See, by using the logics, we have written both the cases. But from the first statement, what the first statement tells, C will be above A. If I place C here, C will be below A. That is the reason this pattern went wrong, and the only option left for us is, this is the correct arrangement. So the last one is D in this arrangement. So our answer here becomes D. D. Next one. 4 children are sitting in a row. Okay. A is occupying the seat next to B. A and B are neighbors. They can interchange. Okay. A is occupying the seat next to B, but not next to C. But not next to C means who? The same person A. A and C are not neighbors. A and C are not neighbors. If C is not sitting next to D, that means C and D are also not neighbors. C and D are not neighbors. Who are occupying the seats adjacent to D? Now we will see. Total how many children are there? 4 are there. Very clear that A and B are neighbors. Okay. But not next to C. Now, for example, if I take A here, I will take all the chances, students. If I take A here, A, B will become here, or else B and A will be interchanged. Now, A and C are not neighbors, C and D are not neighbors. C, for C and D and A are not neighbors. For C, D and A are not neighbors. That means definitely C should be at one of the ends, and beside him I should have D. That is the case, right? C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. For C, A and D are not neighbors. If I assume C here, the only chance left for me is B here. If I assume C here, the only chance left for me is B here. And we know that A and B are what? Neighbors. So A will come here, A will come here, and D will come here, and D will come in this. So these are the two arrangements. Okay. Now question is, who is or are occupying the seats adjacent to D? Who is occupying adjacent to D? In this case A and in this case A. That means in all the possibility cases, who is adjacent to D? A is the only person. A is the only person who is neighbor to D. Whether you consider this case or you consider this case. Okay. See, very clearly C is not a neighbor with A and D, means the only option left for C is C should be seated in the end, at the end, and B should be neighbor of C. So two chances are there. This is first chance and this is the second chance. In both the cases, there is only person neighbor to D, that is A. So our answer here becomes A. Okay. Next one. In 5 flats, okay, there are 5 flats, one above the other, live 5 professions. The professor has to go up to meet his IAS officer friend. Now, professor above I should have who? IAS officer. Why? Because you go up to meet his IAS friend. The doctor is equally friendly to all and has to go up as frequently as to go down. That means what? He is equally friendly to everyone. In 5 flats, if he goes equal distance up and down, means what? Doctor will be in the third one. Doctor is at the third one. And above professor I will have IAS. Okay, these are the 2 cases. Next. Next to go. The engineer has to go up to meet his MLA friend. Okay. The engineer has to go up to meet his MLA friend. So engineer has to go up to meet his MLA friend. MLA friend. Okay. Right. Next. Above whose flat lives the professor's friend. Okay. Now see here students. Anyway, the middle one is what? Doctor. So either this pair is here or this pair is here, right? In general, if we assume. See here, the engineer has to go up 5 professional. Okay, from the ground floor, what is the correct order? Now see here students. Now this one is very clear. Now please see here, the engineer has to go up to meet his MLA friend. Okay, he should go up to meet his MLA friend. Above whose flat lives the professor's friend. Okay, the professor's friend is living above this one. Okay, from the ground floor we need to tell the order. From the ground floor we need to tell the order. So now see here students, the only chance left for me is IAS officer is here, engineer, MLA, right? Engineer, MLA, or else see here. And anyway, by default I can say that this is professor. This is professor. Professor. Next, the engineer has to go is MLA friend. Engineer's friend is who? MLA. Next, whose flat lies with professor's friend? Above professor's friend. Now tell me who is the professor friend here? IAS officer. So here I will have IAS, here I will have IAS officer and then MLA. Okay, one second, we will write it more clearly. Now one thing is very clear, above professor I should have IAS, engineer should travel above to meet his MLA friend and doctor is in the middle floor. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Doctor is in the third floor. Okay, clear. Next, the engineer has to go up to meet his MLA friend, above whose flat lives the professor's friend. Who is professor's friend? IAS officer. Okay, that means above the IAS above the engineer's friend MLA, who should I have here? IAS officer. So the only chance for me is MLA is here and IAS officer is here. MLA is here. Why? Because MLA is the friend of engineer, above whose the friend of professor will live. Friend of professor is who? IAS. Friend of professor is who? IAS. Next, obviously I will have MLA here and professor here. I will have MLA here and professor here. So what is the order from the top? From the ground floor? Professor. Already MLA is there, right? So engineer, sorry. Engineer. Okay. Professor, engineer, doctor, MLA and IAS officer. So option D is the correct option for us in this case. Option D is the correct option for us. You may have one doubt, sir, why you are writing engineer and professor, why not professor and engineer? Okay. But very clearly they said that from the ground floor, okay, one second, meet his IAS, the doctor is equally friendly to and has to go up frequently as go down. The engineer has to go up to meet his MLA friend, above whose flat lies the professor's friend from the ground. Okay. Right? There will be some ambiguity between engineer and professor. But engineer and professor, there will be some doubt between engineer and professor. These two can be exchanged actually speaking. But the order doctor, MLA and IAS is here, right? We have where that order. This is the only case where we will have the order doctor, MLA and IAS. Because of that reason, we are marking our answer as professor and engineer. We are marking our answer as professor and engineer. Actually, it can be engineer and professor also. Why? Because we cannot say who is living the above one. But generally, the only condition which is satisfying for us is option D. That is the reason we are marking our answer as option D here. Understood? Right. Next one. 5 people A, B, C, D, E and are seated around about a round table. Every chair is placed equidistant from adjacent chair. Okay. There are 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There are 5 people A, B, C, D, E. And they are equidistant from the adjacent chairs. C is seated next to A. A and C are what? Neighbors. A and C are neighbors. A is seated 2 seats from D. That means what you can write? A is seated 2 seats from D means if D is here, 2 is left or right, I will have A. Okay, 2 is left or right, I will have A. D is seated, A is seated 2 seats from D. B is not seated next to A. That means B and A are not neighbors. B and A are not neighbors. Which of the following must be true? Must be true. Now, first of all, we will see A and C are neighbors, right? For example, I will take A here and C2 is right side. Or else I will take A here and C2 is left side somewhere here. And assume that all are facing towards the center. Okay? Next. B and A are not neighbors. That means where I can place B in this case, inside case, here or here. And what they are telling, A is second to D. See where I can place A here, second from D means if I place D here or here, there are 2 chances for me. I can place D here or here. For example, in this case I will place here. Okay, here also similarly I can place D here or here, inside and outside cases. We can place D here or here. Similarly here also I can place D here or here. D here or here. 2 chances are there, students. Inward 2 chances, outward 2 chances. Next. E is seated next to A. Okay. That is, put that aside. B is not seated next to A. Now, if in this inner arrangement, if D is here, B can be here or here, right? B cannot be here, sorry. B cannot be here. B can be here or here. That means B and D. B or D, if D is here, B will be here, B is here, D will be here. Okay, these 2 are fixed. Similarly, in outermost layer also, B and D are what? Exchanged. So, the only place left for us is what? E here. And the only place left for us here is E here. That means B and D places can be interchanged. Okay, now, D is seated next to B. Yes, obviously D and B will be always seated next to B. E is seated next to A. Here also A. Here also A. Anyway, E should be seated next to A. So, here both 1 and 2 are correct. Both 1 and 2 are correct. Why? Because B and D, these 2 places can be exchanged. Okay, whereas E place is fixed here. Okay, B and D can be interchanged here. B and D can be interchanged here, but D is seated next to B. Anyway, if we have B here or D here, anyway B and D are next to each other. And similarly A and E are next to each other. So here both 1 and 2 are correct for us in this case. Okay, right. Next one. A group of 630 children is arranged in a row for a photograph session. Okay, each row contains 3 fewer children than the row in front of it. Then the number of rows is not possible. They are asking us not possible is. So here we will do the option verification, students. For example, if there are only 3 rows, how we will have the students? In first row x, in next row x minus 3 or x plus 3, whatever it may be. Next row x plus 6. That means sum of these 3 should be equal to what? 630. Sum of these 3 should be equal to what? 630. Let us check whether it is possible or not. 3x plus 9 is equal to 630. Okay. So 3x value will become what? 621. X value will become 307. Yes, there is a possibility. 307, 310 and 313. Yes, there is a possibility. Next one. If I assume that there are 4 rows, so then how the students will become x, x plus 3, x plus 6 and x plus 9. Why? Because each and every row there are 3 more students. Okay, now what is the sum of this one? 4x plus 18, that is equal to what? 630. So 4x value will become what for us here? 612. 4x value becomes here 612. So what happens to x in this case? 612 by 4. 612 by 4. So 1 times, 5 times and 3 times. So x value is 153. Yes, 153, 156, 159 and 162. Yes, there is a possibility for 4 also. Next I will take 5. So x plus 3, x plus 6, x plus 9 and x plus 12. So what is the sum of these numbers? 5x plus 21, 21 plus 10, 30. Right? 5x plus 30 I will get here. So this is equal to 630. Then x value I will get this one as 120. Yes, there is a chance for this one also. Next, last verification one, 6. x plus 3, x plus 6, x plus 9, x plus 12 and x plus 15. And x plus 15. Assume. Now see here what is the sum? 6x plus 45 is equal to 630. So 6x is equal to what I will get here? 6x is equal to 585. 585. If you try to cancel it, it is not exactly divisible. You will get a point in decimals. Will we have that head count in decimals? Head count means number of persons in 0.5%, 0.6% like that. It is not possible. That means it is not possible to have 6 rows. We can have 3 rows, 4 rows and 5 rows, but we cannot have 6 rows. So here our answer becomes 6. See here students, this type of questions, the only method is trial and error. Other than that, we don't have any other best choice. So simply assume that if there are 3 rows, how you will be the 3 rows? X, x plus 3 and x plus 6. If there are 4 rows, how will the arrangement will be there? X, x plus 3, x plus 6 and x plus 9. If there are 5 rows, this is the arrangement. If there are 6 rows, that is the arrangement. Okay, understood? Like this we are going to solve the problems for us. Okay? Right, next one. See the next one. Consider that A is taller than B. Okay, A is taller than B. C is taller than A. C is taller than A. D is taller than C. D is taller. E is tallest of all. Very simple question, students. Direct question. By reading the question itself, we can write down. If they are made to sit in the above order of their height, who will occupy the mid position? Who will occupy the middle position? C will occupy the middle position. C will occupy the middle position. Next one. A society consists of only 2 types of people, fighters and cowards. 2 cowards are always friends. A fighter and a coward are always enemies. Okay. Fighters are indifferent to one another. Okay. If A and B are enemies, A and B are enemies means what? One of these two, one is fighter, one and the other one is coward. C and D are friends. C and D are friends. Who are friends? Cowards are always friends. So C and D comes under cowards by default. Okay. C and D are cowards. Next. E and F are indifferent. Who will be indifferent in generally? What? A fighter. 2 fighters are indifferent to one another. That means E and F are what? Fighters are who? E and F. E comma F comes under fighters category. But still now we don't know what about B and A. Next. A and E are not enemies. A and E are not enemies means what? Obviously A and E will, these people will comes under one category and B will go to the other category. Okay. While B and F are enemies. B and F are enemies means what? Already we know that F is fighter. Then B will go to coward category and A will comes under the fighters category. Now which of the following statements is correct for us? B, C, F are cowards. F is not a coward, so this is not. A, E, F are fighters. Yes, A, E, F are fighters. B and E are of same category. No. A and F are of different categories. No. A and F are actually same category people. So here A, E and F are fighters. That is the correct one for us in this case. Okay. Next one. Two men, Anil and David, and two women, Shabnam and Rekha, are in a sales group. Only two speak Tamil. The other two speak Marathi. Okay. Two of them speaks Tamil and two speaks Marathi. Only one man and one woman can drive a car. Okay. Okay. Next, Shabnam speaks Marathi. Okay. Speaks Marathi. Anil speaks Tamil. Okay. So, one more person, David, and who are the other two persons? David and Rekha. We will speak about them. Right. Okay. These two. Both Rekha and David can drive. These two people can drive. Okay. Right. Total, this is the case. Two people can drive. Shabnam and Anil can speak Marathi and Tamil respectively. And this is the case for us. Two of them speaks Tamil and two speaks Marathi here. Okay. Both the Tamil speakers can drive a car. Is it correct? No. Why? Because already one person who is Anil here, Anil is speaking Tamil. Can Anil drive a car? No. So that means both the Tamil speakers can drive car. That is wrong. Both the Marathi speakers can drive car. This one is also wrong. Okay. Both of those who can drive a car speaks Marathi. This one is also wrong. One of those who can drive a car speaks Tamil. Yes, that is correct. Definitely one person should speak Tamil among David and Rekha. Can be any one of them. Okay. Next one. In a school there are 5 teachers. A and B were teaching Hindi and English. A comma B teaches Hindi and English. C and B were teaching English and geography. C comma B teaches English and geography. D and A are teaching mathematics and Hindi. D comma A teaches math and Hindi. E and B teaches history and French. History and French. Now who among the teachers was teaching maximum number of subjects? So when it comes to A teaches what? Hindi, English and maths. A teaches 3 subjects. When it comes to B teaches how many subjects? Hindi, English, geography and history and French. History as well as French. Okay. B is teaching almost 5 subjects, all the subjects. Next C can teach English and geography. That's it. When it comes to D can teach math and Hindi. Math and Hindi. Next, when it comes to E can teach history and French. Now tell me who is teaching maximum number of subjects? B is teaching the maximum number of subjects here. B is teaching the maximum number of subjects in this case. Next one. See here students. When it comes to our seating arrangement and puzzles, we are not going to have that much difficult questions when it compared to the banking examinations or CGL exam. There will be questions, but those questions will be little bit tricky. That's it. Nothing more than that. They will not ask us few huge seating arrangement or huge puzzles, but the questions will be little bit tricky. If you were able to understand that trick, then easily you will write the answer. Don't think too much that whether they will ask this much easy questions or not. It is not like that. Yes, they will ask questions, but not up to the standard of banking or any SSC examination level. Okay, simple questions they will ask us. Now, see here, if 2 boys and 2 girls are to be arranged in a row, so that girls are next to each other, how many possible arrangements are there? Okay, now I should arrange them in a row. 2 boys and 2 girls, I should arrange them. So how I can arrange them in such a manner that they are not together? Now we will solve this in a little bit different manner. First of all, 2 boys and 2 girls can be arranged in how many ways? 4 persons. Can be arranged in how many ways? 4 factorial ways. We can arrange them in 4 factorial ways. 4 persons in 4 factorial ways. That means total number of ways is 24 different ways. We can arrange them in 24. What is our question? So that they are not sitting together. Okay, what I will assume is, let the two girls always sit together. Always sit together. While discussing the permutations and combination concept, we came across this one, students. If all the vowels come together, all the consonants come together, how we solve those questions? By taking them as a group. Here also the similar one, boy 1, boy 2, and I will consider girls as a single group or single person. Okay, so in how many ways I can arrange them? 1, 2 and 3. 3 factorial ways, and girls can be internally arranged in 2 factorial ways. So what I will get here? 6 into 2, that is 12 ways. That means in how many ways we can write that always girls coming together 12 different ways. But what is our case, actual questions for us in this case should not sit next to each other. So total minus always coming together or always sit together. I can do this one. Yes. What is the total number of ways? 24 ways. And always together means 12 different ways. So our answer here will become 12 ways. So our answer here becomes, in 12 different ways we can arrange 2 boys and 2 girls, such that no 2 girls always sit together. No 2 girls sit together. Understood? Right. Next one. There are 5 hobby clubs in a college: photography, etching, chess, electronics and gardening. The gardening group meets every second day. Okay. We solved the similar question while discussing LCM and HCF concepts, students. Okay. Now see here. The gardening group meets every second day. Okay. Gardening meets on every second day. When it comes to electronics, they meet on every third day. Next, the chess group. The chess group, they meet on every fourth day. Yachting group, they meet on every fifth day. And the photography group, they meet on every sixth day. Okay, how many times do all the 5 groups meet on the same day within 180 days? So when they will meet all together once again means the LCM of their times. So first of all, please find the LCM of 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. See here, students, here you can eliminate 2 and 3. Simply find the LCM of 4, 5 and 6. What is the reason means? Already 4 is there, which is a multiple of 2. Already 6 is there, which is also a multiple of 3. Okay, because of that reason, no need to take 2 and 3 into consideration. Simply find the LCM for 4, 5 and 6. What is the LCM for 4, 5 and 6 for students? LCM for 4, 5 and 6. It is 60. Right? The LCM for 4, 5 and 6 is 60. Okay. So now that means for every 60 days they all will meet for once. In 180 days, how many 60 days we will have? We will have 3. That means they can meet for how many times? 3 times. In a 180 days time, they can meet for 3 times. 3 times. Okay. Right. Next one. If A runs less faster than B, if A runs less faster than B, and B runs as fast but not faster than C. Okay. Not faster than C means what? C will be more faster than. Then as compared to A and C runs. Okay. As compared to A and C runs, faster or slower? C runs faster than A. C runs faster than A. C will run faster than A here. Why? Because C is running faster than B. Okay. He runs as fast but not faster than C. Okay. So this is the case for us. So then as compared to A, C runs faster than A. C runs faster than A. Next one. Each of A, B, C and D has rupees 100. Okay. All the 4 persons A, B, C and D each have 100 rupees with them. Okay, 100 here, 100 here, 100 here and 100 here. Okay, each have 100 rupees. A pays rupees 20 to B, who pays 10 to C. That means A pays 20 to who? B. A is paying 20 to B means now A will have 80 and B will have how much? 110. Sorry, 120. B will have 120. B will have 120 rupees with him. Who pays 10 to C? That means who is paying 10 rupees to C? B is paying 10 to rupees. 10. That means after paying 10 rupees, he will have 110 and C will also have 110. Okay. Who gets 30 rupees from D? That means who is getting 30 rupees from D? The same person C. Same person C. That means from C, D, C is getting, that means D value will become 70 and C value becomes what? 140. 140 finally. Now see here, which one of the following statements is not correct? D is the poorest. Yes, D is the poorest, but they asked us not correct. That means at last A is having 80 rupees, B is having 110 rupees, C is having 140 rupees and D have 70 rupees with him. First one, not correct. We should identify the wrong statement. D is the poorest. Actually D is the poorest. That is correct. But that is not our answer. C is the richest. C is the richest. That is correct. But that is not our answer. B is richer than D. Is B richer than D? Yes, that is actually correct, but that will not be our answer. C has more than what A and D have together. A and D together are how much? A and D together are how much? 150. C is having just 140. Is C is having more than A and D together? No. C is not having more than A and D together. So that one is correct. So here our answer is option D. Option D. Right? Next one. In a group of persons traveling in a bus, 6 persons can speak Tamil. Okay. 6 persons can speak Tamil. 15 can speak Hindi. 15 can speak Hindi. 6 can speak Gujarati. 6 can speak Gujarati. In that group, none can speak any other language. Okay, that means only 3 languages are there for us: Tamil, Hindi and Gujarati. Next, if 2 persons in the group can speak 2 languages. Okay, 2 persons can speak 2 languages. 2 languages. And 1 person can speak all the 3. One can speak all the 3. All the 3. In how many, then how many persons are there in the group? That is the question for us. Now see here students, 3 categories are there like this. 3 categories are there. Let us assume this as Tamil 6, Hindi 15 and Gujarati 6. So whenever you have these type of cases, always start filling from the most intersected area. Most intersected area means here 3 categories are there. So how many persons can speak all the 3? 1 person can speak all the 3. 1 person can speak all the 3. Next, 2 persons can speak 2 languages. What are they? Where I can write 2 languages, case students? See, I can write 2 here. I can write 2 here. I can write 2 here. I can write it in any place. For time being, I will assume 2 here. For time being, I will assume 2 here. Why? Because 2 persons can speak 2 languages. Now, if I take 2 here, 2 here. Now, total Tamil speaking are 6 in number. Already 3 are there here, so I will get how many here? 3. Already 15 are there and 3 is there, means here how many I will get? 12. Total 6, already 1 is there here, so I will get here how much? 5. So the total number of persons means 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 12, 17, 17 plus 1, 18, 18 plus 5, 23. So total how many persons are there for us in this case? 23 persons are there. Now see here students, these 2 can be shuffled wherever you want. Wherever you shift it, but the answer remains same. For example, if you take 1, if you take 2 here, then Tamil total is 6, right? It remains 3. Then history total is 15, it remains what? 14. Here total is 6, so here it becomes 3. Then also see here 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 1, 9, 9 plus 14, 23. Anyway, you will get the same number of persons, 23. You can write that 2 here, here or here, wherever you want you can write it, but we will get the same answer. Only 2 people can speak 2 languages, right? So this is the case. This is the case. Next one. A person is standing A person is standing on the first step from the bottom of a ladder. Okay, he has to climb 4 more steps to reach exactly middle step. How many steps does the ladder have? See here, in this ladder he is standing on the first one. Now he need to climb 4 more. That means 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then after coming to this position, now he came to know that this is the middle position. Now if this is first, this will become second, third and this one will become what? Fifth. If fifth one is the middle one, then how many steps does the ladder have? The ladder will have 9 steps. The ladder will have 9 steps for us in this case. Okay, next one. 8 students A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H sit around a circular table. Okay, 8 students are sitting around a circular table. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. There are 8 students and they are sitting around a circular table facing the center of the table, not necessarily in the same order. Okay, B and D sit neither adjacent to C nor opposite to C. Okay, B comma D neither sit adjacent to C or opposite to C, not adjacent or opposite. Okay, next, A sits in between E and D. A will sit between A and D, E and D. Next, A sits between E and D. F sits between B and H. F will sit between B and H. F sits between B and H. These two can be interchanged. Which one of the following is definitely correct? They are asking us which one of the following is definitely correct. So from where we should start, students? Let us start from this one. First, C, from the C concept we will start. For example, I will assume C is here. If C is here, B and D will not be here, B and D will not be here and B and D will not be here. Okay, if C is here, I cannot write BD here. Why? Because B and D are not neighbors to C. I cannot write B and D here. Why? Because same logic. Here I cannot write B and D. Where I can place B and D? If I want, I can write BD. Chances for B and D. B or D. There is chances for BD here, here, here and here. These 4 places I will have the chance for B and D. B and D. These are the 4 chances I will have for B and D. B and D. Okay, next. A is sitting between E and D. A is sitting between E and D. Let us assume a pattern, students. Okay, let us start assuming a pattern and we will try to solve it. Okay, right. We will try to prove this one as false. See which one of the following should be definitely true. That means this type of questions, how we will solve this, we will try to make them false. See, B sits in between A and G, right? Now I will try to not write B and G, B in between A and G. I will make an arrangement in such a manner that B will not sit between A and G. Okay, let me make an arrangement. See, so I will put A here, no, B here and D here. Why? Because B and D are not neighbors. Now between A and E I should have D and E, I should have A. I cannot place D here. Why? Because I cannot write here. I will take D here for time being. So now where I will write E and A? I will write E and A. Okay. Now see here, B is sitting between A and G. Okay. So now here I can write F. I can write H, and here I can write G. B sits between A and G. Definitely correct. Is B sitting between A and G? No. There is a possibility that I can write B separately. So this is wrong. This is wrong. C sits opposite to G. Is C sitting opposite to G in this case? No. E is sitting opposite to G. So this one is also gone. With one arrangement, 2 options were deleted. Next, E sits opposite to F. Is E sitting opposite to F here? No. E is sitting somewhere. So here all the 3 are not definitely correct. So our answer will become none of these. None of these will be our answer in this case. See students, definitely correct. So to make it false, make an arrangement, at least one arrangement that is wrong. Luckily with only one arrangement, we were able to cancel the 3 options. 3 options in this case. Okay, right. Next one. 3 persons A, B and C are standing in a queue, not necessarily in the same order. Okay, there are 4 persons between. Okay, now see here students, A, B and C are standing in an order, in a line, in a queue, not necessarily in the same order. There are 4 persons between A and B. Okay, between A and B there are 4 persons. Okay, they can be here or here, A and B, and 7 persons between B and C. Between B and C there I have 7 persons. What could be the, okay, next, if there are 11 persons ahead of C, okay, 11 persons ahead of C and 13 persons behind A. After A I have 13 persons. What could be the minimum number of persons in the queue? Okay, now I need to arrange the queue in such a manner that I should have the minimum number. See here students, between A and B how many are there? For example, I will initially assume that A is in this manner, A, B and C are in this manner. First of all, I will assume in this manner. There can also be a chance that A, B and C in this order also. Okay, there is one more chance. What is the other chance? I can have B, A and C. This is also one more chance for me. I can arrange like this also. Okay, first I will go with this one. There are how many persons between A and B? 4 persons. There are how many persons between B and C? 7 persons. And there are 11 persons above C and 13 persons above B after C, after A. So 11 persons above C, right? 11 persons above C. So now where I can write C here? Above C 7 are there, 8 plus 12. So above C, if I consider this as my positioning, is it possible? Why? Because there should be only 11 persons above C. But if I consider this arrangement, 7, B is 1 person, 8 plus 4, 12 and A is one more person, 13. But how many are there above C? 13 are there. So this arrangement is completely wrong for me here. Okay, now let us check this arrangement. Between A and B how many persons are there? 4 persons. Between B and C how many persons are there? 7 persons are there. Okay, now above C how many are there for me? 11 persons are there above C. And after A how many persons are there for me? 13 persons are there. Yes, this arrangement is possible, but how many numbers are there here? 11, 12 plus 7, it becomes 19. 19 plus B is one more person, 20, 24, 25 plus 13, 38 persons are there. But we want the minimum number of persons. So let us check this one. So between A and B how many are there for me? 4 persons are there. Between B and C how many are there? 7 persons. Between B and C how many are there? 7 persons are there. Okay. Now above A how many are there for me? After A I have 13 persons and above C I have 7 persons. Now above C 7 persons means, please see here students, 7. Okay. Between B and C I have 7. B is 8 and above this one how many I will have? I will have more 3 persons. I will have more 3 persons. Okay, that means above C I will have overall 11 persons, that is satisfied. Now after C how many I will have? We will see. See here, between A and B I have 4 persons. A is 5th person. A is, that means including A, 5 persons are there. Now tell me how many are there between A and C? There are 2 persons are there between A and C. A and C there are 2 persons. But after A how many are there? 13 persons. After A how many are there? 13 persons. Now tell me from this, A, after A I have 2 persons and C is the third person. Then after C how many I will have? 10. After C how many I will have? 10. After C 10 and before C 11. Overall 21. And including C we will have 22 persons. 22 persons. 22 persons. So our answer, the minimum number possibility is 22 and maximum number possibility is how much? 38. 38. So the minimum number possibility for us here is 22. 22. Understood? Right. Next one. The letters A, B, C, D, E, F are arranged in such a way that there are exactly 2 letters between A and E. How many such arrangements are possible? See, 5 are there. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 positions are there. and I should arrange in such a manner that exactly two letters between A and E. A, E. This is one arrangement. Next, E, A. This is one arrangement. Next, A, E. This is one arrangement. Next, E, A. This is another arrangement. These are the four arrangements which are possible for me, right? Such that there are exactly two persons between A and E. A and E. A and E. So either the arrangement should be this one, this one, this one, or this one. Now anyway A and E are fixed position. So how many vacancies are there? 1, 2, 3. These three should be filled by three letters. In how many ways we can fill that one? In 3 factorial ways. Here also the same thing, 1, 2, 3. This one also can be filled in 3 factorial ways. 1, 2, 3. These 3 can be filled in 3 factorial ways. 1, 2, 3. These 3 can be filled in 3 factorial ways. See students, already we discussed all these things in our permutations and combinations. Okay. Once again we are learning here. So 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 3 factorial. How many 3 factorials? 4. 3 factorial is 6. So 4 6 are 24. So our answer here becomes 24. In 24 different ways we can arrange them in such a manner that always there are two persons between A and E. A and E, there are two persons between A and B. Okay. Next one. 6 persons A, B, C, D, E and F are sitting equidistant from each other around a circular table. Okay. Equidistant. 6 persons are sitting around a circular table. Consider the following. Who is sitting on the immediate left of A? Okay. You should tell the answer for this one. First statement. B is sitting opposite to C. You can take anywhere you want B and C. B is sitting opposite to C. D is sitting opposite to E. I can place D here or D here, anywhere I want. Then obviously the other opposite pair is what? The other opposite pair for me is who? A, B, A and F. So I will take A and F here for time being. Now who is sitting immediate left of A? See here students, E and D can be shuffled, right? Why only like this? A and D, F also can be shuffled. So by using the first statement alone, I cannot tell my answer. Now come to second statement. F is sitting to the immediate left of B. There is only one statement. F is sitting to the immediate left of B. By using this one statement, can I tell my answer? Who is sitting in the immediate left of A? No. Now I will try to combine these two things. First one and the second statement. What it is? See here, B is sitting opposite to C and F is sitting immediate left of B. Left of B is facing inward. Left means what? This one. F is sitting immediate left to B. Okay, I can say exactly this is F position. Then obviously A will come here. A will come here. But D and E I cannot tell exactly. Still I cannot tell exactly what is the position of D and E. Why? Because we know that those two are opposite. That's it. Now, who is sitting immediate left of A? Can I tell exactly here who is sitting immediate left of A? No, I cannot tell. Why? Because I will have chance for both D and E. Even though after using both the statements 1 and 2 also, still I will not be able to tell my answer. So here both statement 1 and 2 are not sufficient to answer the given question. Not sufficient to answer the given question. Okay, by using both the statements also, will not be able to tell the perfect answer here. Okay, right. Next one. Okay. With this, our seating arrangement concept is finished, students. See here, students, once again I am repeating. While solving the seating arrangement, please be careful. If you feel that is little bit lengthy or any confusion in the question, simply skip that question. Don't waste your time by solving that question seating arrangement. If it is easy, if you once read the question and understand the question, if you are able to solve it, try for it. Else, simply skip that one and don't waste your time. Why? Because without knowing to you, if you start solving the question from seating arrangement, it will waste a lot of time. Okay, we will not be able to understand that already 5 minutes passed or 6 minutes passed. Why? Because the seating arrangement questions are like little bit teasing for us. Okay, we will be tentative to solve this type of questions a lot, but actually don't spend more than 2 minutes. First read the question. If you feel it is very easy, and just write the data. By one arrangement, if you are getting the answer, happy. If not, try to solve it for once. If you are not getting the answer, leave that question and move to the next question. At the end, you once again, if time is there, then come and solve this question. Else, don't waste your time by spending more than 2 minutes for a seating arrangement question. Seating arrangement or puzzle, whatever it may be. Okay? Right, we will see one more topic in our next session. Thank you very much.